What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very impromptu video after filming another one, which is actually, this is the start of a new series which I am calling Deadman's Workshop, my customizing, fixing up series where I basically try and fix figures, try and customize figures a little bit, try and get better over time, which I tried to start a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half ago or something, I don't know how long, but I scrapped the video because the custom didn't go very well. This time, I've unboxed the bundle of figures, 4-figure bundle of figures, on the figure flipping series in episode 20. So if that's been released by now, where's my finger? Go and check that out. In it, I got this Chris Jericho figure, which basically, one of the legs was like this. So the knee joint was on backwards, and his knee was bending like that instead of, or it was bending like that instead of like that. So I've basically popped the knees out and took it off like that. So we've got both of the feet slash kick pads and boots off at the knee joint, and I have the two little pegs that go through. I've also taken off the long knee pads because the articulation with them is god awful, and as you can see on the figure itself, I have put on some new knee pads. This is at the stage where I thought, I could probably make a video out of this. But anyway, that's what we've got at the minute. So I'm going to try and heat these up. I'll do it on camera at first. If it doesn't work on camera, then I'll come back to you at the end when it works. And I might try and include a picture of the figure, how it looked before when the knees was the wrong way around. So you can actually see here, there's a little R there, an L there, so you don't get confused, which is quite handy. They're not very good at standing up without the other one. And if I zoom out a bit, here's my heater, my space heater. This is what I use because it gets quite cold sometimes. Mainly that is what heaters are for, generally speaking. But it's also very handy to have to heat up heads, heat up arms, heat up feet slash kick pads, boots, changing knee pads and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I use this for. So I'm going to give this a go. I guess I'll point the heater straight at my hands so it can still get it. So that's the leg in place, right? That's the knee joint in place. So I'll just fold that back, and then the peg wants to go through one side and into the other. Now I think you probably should use some sort of tool, like a pair of pliers or something, because otherwise I think it can be quite tricky and require quite a lot of force. So this might be a bust like the first episode of this series was, but yeah, we'll try and get it off camera because I don't think it's going to work on camera, to be honest. Too many moving parts, literally. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute on this and hopefully heat them up a bit more, and it should work. And I'll get back to you. If not, well, I guess I'll get back to you either way, because I might get a set of pliers or something, so I could be back in many days. Who knows, but I'll give it a go. So I am back with a partially done Chris Jericho. Here is the knee back in with the peg back in. Oh, kind of back in. It's hanging off a bit on that side, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to use this much, so I doubt it's going to come off. That'll probably be okay. I found out, I've like, just from trial and error. Sorry, I'm far away from the mic. Just from trial and error, I saw that one side, one hole was bigger, so that you should go through like this side. I pushed it all the way through into there, but I don't know if it should go a bit more back into that bit. But I guess I'll try that, and I'll also try and get the other side on, and I'll come back to you for hopefully a successful little fix-up slash, well, it's not a custom, it's a fix-up. It's not even really a fix-up. I mean, it's kind of is, because I've swapped the knee pads, but it's more of like it's an actual fix because the figure was wrong from the factory, I'm assuming. But yeah, let's try and get it fixed up, is the easiest way to say it, to be honest. I'll come back. So, there you have it. It's not perfect. If we look inside the joints, that doesn't look great. That looks quite far off. that looks kind of perfect, that side. That looks like it's barely in that side, but at the end of the day, I don't really care because I don't know how much I'm going to use this figure. To finish off the video, I'll probably leave this a few minutes, or I'll film another video while I just leave this sitting here to like cool down a bit because it's been heated up and everything. So I'll let it cool down and see what the joints are like when it's cold. I guess I could probably come back to it tomorrow. Or I suppose I'll come back to it in the next episode of this series to hopefully keep it going. But yeah, that's sort of it's not what I want, but it is kind of makes sense for this series because, as I said, this is probably going to be my journey, hopefully, of becoming a little bit of a better customizer and fixer-upper of the figures. So I'm happy for what it is. I think it looks a lot better. Obviously, the that part is actually the right way around, which was the main thing. But I think the short knee pads look much better, and it's much more usable and bendable now. And yeah, if it had some double jointed arms on it, I would definitely be able to use it in the PIC-FED, which is something as well that I think I need to stop trying to be a perfectionist at. You know, not everything needs to be perfect. Sometimes you just need to start because you'll never be in a position to, you'll never be fully ready. You know, in I mean, sometimes you will, I suppose, but not with some stuff you probably won't ever be fully ready. So just start, and that's what I need to do a bit more with my PIC-FED. So I'm just leaving it like that. It's okay. It will do for me. It'll probably just go on display or in a box for a bit, but it's a nice figure, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm happy with that, and I'll come back to you maybe. I might not. I'll probably just come back to you in the next episode. So yeah, that's all for today. Just a well, not really a quick one because I'm quite slow and shit at customizing. But that's pretty much everything from me for today. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this new series. If you have, leave a like and comment your thoughts on it. If you think it's shit, suppose you can let me know and I'll stop making the videos. No, probably won't because it's also part of like making myself a better customizer, which is something I would like to be able to do. You know, apply decals and paint and stuff like that. But we'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, hype the video, all that good stuff, and more, or less. It's up to you. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.